What's going on, y'all? 5 Sports Talk back at it with another video talking some more NBA and talking about a topic that I've been wanting to get to for quite some time, but I just haven't had a chance to get to it. But you know what? Better late than never. And I'm here to talk about the epidemic in the NBA of teams resting players. And yes, I am calling it an epidemic because it's gotten to a point where this topic is being brought up a lot, and that's why I wanted to address it, because of course I want to throw my 2 cents in. But besides that point, is the NBA going to do something about it, or should the NBA do something about teams resting players? And not just players, we're talking about stars, the best stars in the NBA, the reason fans come to the game, because the NBA, more than any league in the US, is a star-driven league. So, and if the stars are sitting, really there's no point, right? So what should the NBA do about it? A couple things here. First and foremost, the NBA can actually solve this issue and reduce it a lot by just stop scheduling back-to-backs for national TV games. So if the Clippers and the Cavaliers are playing on national TV, make sure those two teams are not playing on back-to-back nights, neither of those two teams, because that is obviously the most common reason for teams resting players, is that back-to-back schedule. Number two, send out a memo to teams about, hey, listen, this is your schedule. Make sure that when your schedule hits that patch, where you have a circus trip or you have to go East Coast to West Coast, you guys plan for that. Let us know if you will be resting any players, and then we can address the issue from there on forward. Now, again, the NBA has already come out, and I think they're going to extend the regular season by a week or two next year, so that is good. A lot of this issue is just like being able to schedule the games a little bit far apart, so players have obviously more time to rest, and the NBA can and is going to do that. But obviously the question is how many days apart. But I do believe the players and the coaches, especially because the coaches decide, and the management should come out and tell the league beforehand if they're going to rest players. They shouldn't just do it, okay, like the day of. They shouldn't do it like 50 minutes before tip-off, because speaking as a player who plays daily fantasy basketball, that's not the reason why, okay? Players getting ruled out after lock because of rest purposes. I'm not just talking for those reasons. But again, it's about the fans. It's about those people that have paid hundreds of dollars, maybe even thousands, to watch LeBron James, to watch Blake Griffin, to watch Steph Curry, Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook, James Harden. And they want to see these guys. And they buy those tickets month in advance, not knowing, hey, there's a chance my son that I'm taking to this game, whose favorite player is, Kyrie Irving, he might rest. You don't know. So that's the issue here. The other thing I would say is also coaches being able to find that time for players to rest besides games should not be that hard, okay? Make them sit around and shoot around. Make them sit out and practice. Make them sit out pregame. Give them all the rest they need up until the game, okay? There's veterans in this league that don't need to practice or be at every single practice for them to be able to play in the game, and we know that, and the coaches know that. And so there are so many ways to get the players rest outside of the actual game itself that I feel like teams need to, and coaches need to look into that. And let's be honest here, okay? Nobody's averaging 45 minutes a game in the NBA, okay? This isn't like that. You're playing 35 to 38 minutes max every game, okay? Out of, 48. So it shouldn't be that hard to find that additional rest. So with that being said, that's what I think. Those are some of the ways that I would address this issue. I do think the NBA needs to come in and sort of let these teams know you can't just rest guys just because you feel like it. There has to be some solid reason, and a lot of this is just a scheduling issue, and coaches need to be more creative. But that's just what I think. Let me know what you guys think about the NBA resting players. I should say teams resting players. Should the NBA do something about it? Leave me a comment down below, and as always, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.